Hey everyone! Today we're going to be looking at learning disabilities with a focus on dysgraphia. My name is Samantha and let's meet the rest of our team. Here we have in our team Shalene, Camila, and Ikra. Today we will discuss learning disabilities, strategies for a classroom teacher, dysgraphia, and strategies to aid students with dysgraphia. We're going to have a packed presentation today, so expect to learn a lot of great things. Now to start us off, we have Shalene talking about learning disabilities. Shalene, take it away.
So what is a learning disability? One definition of learning disabilities describes it as specific neurological disorders that affect the brain's ability to store, process, retrieve, or communicate information. Having a learning disability does not mean that an individual has a lower intellect. Rather, their learning disability hinders their ability to achieve academic success. There is usually a discrepancy between a student's cognitive ability and their academic grades. Each individual is incredibly unique, and their learning disabilities will affect their performance areas in various ways. However, all individuals with a learning disability have the commonality that they have difficulty in dealing with information, specifically language-based information. The Learning Disabilities Association of Canada states 1 in 10 Canadians has a learning disability. They range in severity and may interfere with the acquisition and use of one or more of the following: oral language, reading, written, mathematics. Learning disabilities not only affect an individual's academic ability, but also affect their socio-emotional skills and behavior. They often coexist with other conditions, including attentional, behavioral, emotional disorders, sensory impairments, and other medical conditions. Learning disabilities usually follow an individual into adulthood. People do not grow out of them, but learn how to effectively manage their disabilities. Experts have not pinpointed exactly what causes a learning disability. However, research points towards genetics and heredity as one of the main factors. Problems during pregnancy and birth, as well as incidents after birth, such as head injuries, nutritional deprivation, could also be causes. Culture, language differences, inadequate instruction, and socioeconomic status can impact a learning disability, but play no role in causing one. Individuals with learning disabilities have difficulty in processing language. A student may have trouble comprehending what is verbally expressed to them or with reading written language. They may also struggle with communicating their thoughts verbally or in written form. Poor memory for learning and receiving new information is another characteristic of learning disabilities. A student with a learning disability might have no issues with learning and understanding a new idea or memorizing it at the same pace as their peers. However, the next day they will have difficulty recalling the information they previously learned. Some children with learning disabilities have trouble with socializing due to their poor memory. They often mistakenly forget previous social mishaps and continue to repeat them. Another characteristic is trouble with metacognition. This means that students with learning disabilities have trouble monitoring their own performance and understanding their thoughts. They struggle with studying, remembering class requirements such as homework, and working on a project till it is complete. Many students who have a learning disability do not understand what constitutes as completeness. They may turn in their homework and only have a quarter of it complete. This is not because they are lazy, defiant, or cannot do it, but because they misinterpret what constitutes as fully complete. Another characteristic of learning disabilities is poor time management. A child with a learning disability is often unaware of time, and they do not understand the construct of how time is organized. They may feel pressured to complete a task in the amount of time given. A learning disability is identified through teamwork. Educators, parents, and sometimes professionals all work together using observation, curriculum-based assessment, informal tests, and sometimes standardized formal tests. There is no one solid test to identify an individual with a learning disability. Rather, there are a variety of factors that are involved while assessing a child. Now we will have Camila examine some strategies and implications for teachers in the classroom.
Created using Powtoon.